It's Paul Hill, and in this lesson, we're going to build a WSUS server, also referred to as WSUS or Windows Server Update Services server. Now keep in mind that you should never install the WSUS server role on a domain controller. It can cause all kinds of issues that you're not going to want to deal with. So if you're following along in your lab environment, you should create a new VM, and I've named mine ITF-WSUS01 for ITflee Windows Server Update Services 01, and I've joined it to my itflee.com domain. Now, like I said, I've already got the new server set up, and I'm logged into it now, and I'm logged in with the domain administrator account. We can see here the computer name is ITF-WSUS01, and what we need to do here in Server Manager is now add the WSUS server role. And we can do that by clicking Manage, Add Roles and Features. And here the little window appears. I'm going to check skip this page by default because it's just informational. Now, I know you guys have gone through this before, but I'm just going to run you through it again for the Windows Server Update Services. We're going to go through a role-based or feature-based installation. And of course, we're going to select the server that we're logged into right now. Now, under server roles, if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, we can see the Windows Server Update Services server roles listed here. So we simply click this checkbox, and it'll say we have all these features that we need to add. This is going to be good. What we're going to do is just click Add Features. And now we'll click Next. And there aren't any features that we necessarily need to add, so we're just going to click Next. Here's some information about the WSUS server role. It says that at least one WSUS server in a network must be able to download updates from Microsoft Update. And other WSUS servers can get updates from either that server or from Microsoft Update. Now, we're just going to click Next. You can read on these more of these messages if you like. And it says WSUS server to server and server to client communication should be set up to use the secure socket layer or SSL if possible. Should be set up to use the secure socket layer or SSL. All right, so now that we've noted those very important things, we're going to click Next. Now, if we wanted to set up a SQL Server database, we could check this checkbox down here, but we'd uncheck the top checkbox and select this checkbox. Now, this is just extra legwork, and if you don't have specific need to have SQL Server running or SQL Server database running in order for your WSUS environment to operate, I just recommend going with the built-in WID connectivity, which is the built-in Windows Server Update Services database. Okay, so we're going to click Next. Now we need to choose where we want to store the update files that it's going to download from Microsoft. Now, since I'm in a lab environment, I'm going to store this on the C drive. Normally in production, you want to store this on a secondary hard drive and not on the C drive. But I'm not too worried about that in the lab environment, so I'm just going to type in C:/ and then WSUS updates. All right, and now what I'm going to do is click Next. And here's another informational screen about the IIS web server role that WSUS will be using. We're going to click Next again. And by default, all the role services are selected, so we're just going to choose Next, and now we're going to select Install. So I'm going to speed up this video because it's probably going to take me about 10 or 15 minutes to complete this installation. Once it's complete, I'm going to come back and we'll do the post-deployment configuration. You can just pause the video until your installation is complete and then come back and resume it. All right, so the installation is complete and it says configuration is required. So what I'm going to do is click Close. And up here in the top right corner, we have our notifications, and it's going to say Launch Post-Installation Tasks. We'll go ahead and do that. If I click on the notifications again, we can see that it's running. And then if I select Task Details, I can see a message down here that says, please wait while your server is configured. So we're just going to hang on a minute. And again, I suspect this is going to take about 15 minutes. So I'm going to speed up this video. You can pause the lecture, and you can come back when yours is done. Okay, so it says configuration successfully completed. So that is how you install the Windows Server Update Services role. It's pretty simple, pretty easy, and great job getting through that one. I look forward to seeing you in the next lecture.